All right, well, now we're in the process of shelling the pecans and separating them into the final product. Whoa. And so my sister, Cindy, right there, she is putting the pecans in the pecan cracker. And some would say she's making a mess, but no, she is doing all the good. And so she's going to show us real quick. She's going to put a pecan into the machine. The mechanism, she puts her hand over it so I don't get hit with shells, and it cracks it, and then she puts them over here in these buckets so that we can shell them. Her husband Tony over here, he is doing the exact same thing, and he is also doing all the good. And so look at all the pecans we have from yesterday. And so we did quite a bit yesterday, but there's still quite a bit still left. And so there's quite a bit still left, yes. And for comic relief, my father here, he is he's involved as well. So thank you, Dad. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you don't need that anymore.
Once the pecans have been cracked, it is now time to shell. So I will demonstrate the shelling process. Best done when you sit on a nice comfortable couch. The yellow bucket that is sitting in front of me catches all of the trash of the shells to later be thrown away into the dumpster or can be thrown into a compost. I have a pocket knife that helps separate the pecans from the shells. You can use a pocket knife, you can use a pick, you can use any type of fine tool that can get in between the pecan and the shell. The cracking mechanism that my sister and brother-in-law were using does a really good job and cracks the shells enough to where most of the time you just use your hands. But every once in a while, there is a pesky pecan that doesn't want to get out. So you got to motivate him. You got to persuade him using a tool like a pocket knife to get him out. Once the shelling process has been done, it goes into a bucket, collects them, later to be bagged up. And so after we crack the pecans and shell them, then we bag them up and put them in gallon-size Ziploc bags. And after we were done with all of the ones that we did over the Christmas break, we came up with 12 bags, 12 gallon-size bags of pecans. And so I was going to show you what they look like. So here is the gallon-size bag of pecans. And we bought the Ziploc bags from H-E-B. Their brand name is Texas Tough. And so those of you that don't care for Texas, I apologize. But I am Texas born and bred. But I got to Wyoming as quick as I possibly could. And so we had 12 of these that we did all together over the Christmas break. My sister and brother-in-law took 6 of them, and then we have the other 6. And so most of them are in the freezer because it's going to take us a while to use them. We've got a couple in the refrigerator, and then this one is out, and we are partially through another bag. And so it is, we're going to have pecans for quite some time, and I'm pretty excited about that. And so, guys, that's pretty much it. The process of doing pecans, from going out into the yard, shaking the tree, getting the pecans on the ground, and then picking them up like we did and we showed you in our last video, and then going through the process of shelling, of cracking them, shelling them, and putting them in bag too. Just wanted to take you guys on an adventure that me and my family experienced this Christmas, and hope you enjoyed it. The fun of doing pecans. And so you guys have a good one, and as always, peace out from the West.